This is the fourth video on rotations in the transformational geometry unit. And what we're going to do is investigate, is there a relationship between the coordinates of the pre-image and image and the angle of rotation? So this is what we're going to do. Play, investigate, explore, discover if there's a relationship and what it is and how to represent it. Number 8 on the PDF is going to ask us to investigate if the angle is rotated is 90 degrees. So we're going to be answering these types of questions. So let's go to the technology and investigate. So in this TI-Nspire software, we want to go over to Tools, Templates, and number 5, Grid and Coordinates. That's Tools, Templates, 5, Grid and Coordinates. And you'll notice we now have a grid here with the coordinates of the points. And we want to change our angle to be 90 degrees. So 90 degrees for the angle of rotation. So let me go ahead and rotate that 90 degrees and look at the coordinates of both the pre-image and the image. Pause as needed. Now again, this is only one pair of triangles, so we want to go ahead and grab point C and move it to a different place. See if our pattern that we thought we saw is still true. Pull point B a little bit. Point A a little bit. Maybe move the triangle a little bit. And does your conjecture seem to be holding true? And if so, let's go ahead and complete that. So press resume when you're ready to resume. So 8a, if a triangle is rotated 90 degrees about the origin, the x-coordinate of the image is the opposite of the y-coordinate of the pre-image. And the y-coordinate of the image is the x-coordinate of the pre-image. Now how do we write that symbolically? If xy is on the point on the pre-image, then the opposite of the opposite of y, x is on the image. And we say that xy maps to the opposite of y, x. Let's look at number 9. This one rotates the triangle 180 degrees about the origin. Let's investigate with the software. All right, so back to the TI-Nspire software. Clicked on Reset, change the angle to either 90 or 180. I think I'll do the 90, so I'll do it in 2 rotations and look at the coordinates of the points. Again, we'll investigate. We'll grab B. Does that seem to still hold true? Grab C. Grab A. Grab the triangle. And I think I'm going to grab A one more time. Look at those coordinates there. I'm going to grab P this time. Watch what happens when I grab P. And you'll notice when P is not at the origin, our conjecture is not true. So having that part in our hypothesis, the part if P is a point at the origin, rotate about the origin, has got to be there. All right, so you should have conjecture. Let's go to PDF and put in our answers. This is number 9, so please answer those questions. Press pause as needed. So if a triangle is rotated 180 degrees about the origin, now that's important, the x-coordinate of the image is the opposite of the x-coordinate of the pre-image. And if it's rotated about the origin 180 degrees, the y-coordinate of the image is the opposite of the y-coordinate of the pre-image. How we would write that symbolically, xy would map to the opposite of x, the opposite of y, as you can see there. The next investigation, we're going to rotate 270 degrees about the origin. So let's investigate using the TI-Nspire software. So I'll press reset and I'll change the angle of rotation. This thing I'll just do, I'll do it in steps of 90 again, just so I can see that. So there's our 90, there's our 180, there's our 270, and look at those coordinates. Again, press pause as needed. Let's investigate. Let me pull point B this time. Does your conjecture still hold true? Pull point C. Point A. The whole triangle. And so what pattern do you see in the coordinates? Back to the PDF, number 10. So go ahead and complete all three parts of number 10. Press pause as needed. So 10A, if a triangle is rotated 270 degrees, again about the origin, the x-coordinate of the image is the y-coordinate of the pre-image. The y-coordinate of the image is the opposite of the x-coordinate of the pre-image. Writing that symbolically, if xy is a point on the pre-image, then y comma opposite of x is a point on the image. That is, xy maps to y comma opposite of x. That takes us to 11 through 14 on the PDF. We think you can figure these out on your own. If you have the software, go ahead and play with it so you can answer your questions and get that. Without the software, I think you can still figure this out. This concludes the video number 4.